gentle viewers. It is once again the time when we gather for the telling of a tale. And oh, this evening, what a tale you shall have. A tale like no other. My tale, yes. Many of you have asked me for the backstory, if you will, a little more about me, and well, I am a simple being, I suppose. I don't put on airs much, nor do I speak much about my ways, but I will share them with you now. And before we begin, I would like to start with a short reading by Mr. Percy Bysshe Shelley. Oh, Mr. Shelley. Do I have a tale I could tell about him, but that will be another time. Here now, Ozymandias. I met a traveler from an antique land who said, "Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read, which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed. And on the pedestal these words appear. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remains. Round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away. Oh, Mr. Shelley. And what I believe Percy is speaking of here are two general themes. One, eternity, and the other, closely related, immortality. Both topics of which I know a good deal about, and I will share those with you now. I must say I do get questions from you, my dear viewers, my dear friends, and there are some questions that repeat, and I would like to take each one of them, and then when done with those, I will give you a narrative that I think explains in more detail what you may be interested in. This one. It really, I'm amazed every time I do hear it, but I understand the mythology. And that is, do you sleep in a coffin, I am asked. And I say, well, let me ask you, do you sleep in a coffin? And you will be surprised how many say, oh yes, I do. And I say, well, I am sad for you, because I sleep in a 15th century four-poster bed, hand-carved, that is comprised of 100,000 silkworm cocoons that comprise the mattress, and are decorated on all sides with curtains of real silk threads and silk weavings that portray my lives as I have lived them. So no, I don't sleep in a coffin. I will tell you, out of curiosity perhaps, I have tried them. I can't really say they're much for lumbar support, but you know, I do understand the mythology, the tendency to romanticize my life, I suppose, and who does not love the dank, dark imagery of it all? I mean, the rot, the decay, absolutely breathtaking. So I get where they're going with that. I am also asked, do you have any special abilities? Well, I mean, what is special? I can't say that I know, because I only know me. But I do recall when I was speaking to Mr. Stoker, Bram, I did display something to him so that he would take me at my word, and I did change into a giant bat-like creature, and I flew about the room. And also later for Miss Rice, oh, she, like Bram, they did not want the truth. No, they had an agenda. And I did the best, but yes, I do have the ability to manifest as something other than what you see here. And in a few moments, I will ask Pollione to show you some of the art, the memorabilia that artists have created to honor me, to pay homage to me, perhaps to appease me. And I cannot show you the larger pieces like the life-sized portraits that hang over my fireplace mantle, but I will show you some of these in a minute. I am also asked, what is your favorite room in your house? And I love this question. And my favorite rooms plural, in this house, one would be my wardrobe. I'm rather fond of style, I suppose, and my wardrobe is vast, as you can imagine. To get there, I take a little cart to the East Wing, and in the East Wing I get on an elevator and I take it all the way to the 3rd floor. The entire 3rd floor comprises my wardrobes, and there, because they are vast, I get on a little train and I can ride around the train to the wardrobes. The ones furthest back are the oldest, and they are comprised mainly of skins and hides and furs from the early times, and I can't say I have a great degree of liking for them at all. My favorite, I suppose, is the Baroque era, the high style. It does something for me, the powdered wigs, and well, I am fortunate to have Mistress Camilla as my wig mistress. She knows just the right amount of powder to use to keep down the lice without causing me to wheeze too much. And in addition to my wardrobe, I am quite partial to my oubliette. Yes, that place, the French term for a little place of forgetting that is down below the dungeon, and smaller, so small in fact that there is barely room for my dear friend the Iron Maiden. And I do believe, if memory serves me, that it has an occupant right now, and we have a little thing we do, a little tapping. Wait 1 second, we shall see. Hello, dear. Are you down there? Well, perhaps she has already become a pile of bones. I don't know how long she's been there. In fact, I can't even recall what vexed me so to cause me to place her there. Oh, Oh yes, I know. Here it is. She, despite having been told more than once, did not polish the silver adequately. Yes, no small infraction. So, oh, this is a mystery to me. I am often asked, who made you who you are? And again, I think it is the mythology. One has a maker, one makes others. I have absolutely no idea at all. None whatsoever. And I am then asked, how many others of your kind are there? Well, with this, I can tell you with near certainty, as far as I know, absolutely none. Zero. No, nor have there ever been, to my knowledge. But I can understand the curiosity, given what has been said. Now, there are wannabes, posers, all. And some of them are, frankly, delicious. But no, none like me. And I am asked also, what is your name? Now really, if you were an eternal being who, on occasion, if a body turns up here or a body part there, and you have to make an expeditious exit, would you have a name that you use throughout eternity that could trace you? Oh, I think not. It is a common mistake. And then the next question, well then, what may we call you? To which I answer, as a simple and humble being that does not stand on ceremony. I don't know. I suppose you may call me what my servants do, and that is Your Magnificence, or if you wish, simply Magnificence. It really doesn't matter to me that you get it right every time. Oh, and I suppose it is not unexpected that I am asked, do you drink the blood of your meals? Well, yes, I do. But I don't really stop there. I must say I devour them all of them. I lick the flesh right from the bones, I do, not to put too fine a point on it. Well, now I believe I would like to tell you the story of my existence as I best recall, because it is all that I know. I don't recall the time when I was a child. I don't believe that I was born. I have always existed, and much as you see me now. But in the early days, I was sat near water. Not an ocean, not a lake, more of a pond or a swamp, and I was sat at the edge, and many a moon and sunrise did I see, and I sat, and I watched. I had no need for clothing. No, I did not need it, nor did I have need for food or drink. No sustenance was required. And I sat for what seemed to be an eternity, until one day I noticed in the water little flickerings, dartings here and there, as something in the water Well, over much time, I noticed more and more of this activity. And then, on one day, as I watched, I saw two little eyes appear above the surface of the water. And as I watched intently, without any sense of time passing, this creature never took its eyes off of me, nor mine from it. And I watched as this creature, slimy, small, with 4 little legs and a stubby tail, came up to the water's edge and slowly began to crawl towards me. I did not breathe, nor did I take my eyes off of it. And then, without thinking, without knowing, I had leapt upon it, and my hands had torn it apart, its fluids, its blood leaking down me, and I devoured it all. And from that day forward, it all changed. And I had to feed to survive. And it came to my attention that in a not too far away land lived some other beings. Humanoid, they were 2-legged beings. One, a man, and the other, a woman. Naked they were. They kept a pet, a snake, a viper. Spoke words, it did. And I noticed too that at this time other beings came to exist. Furry beings that scampered, things that flew, things that swam, and more 2-legged beings. And over time, much time, villages did appear, towns, cities, civilizations grew and fell. And I did well for myself, I must say, being adaptable as I am. One mounts an army and overthrows a long royal dynasty, lays siege to the crown jewels, coffers of gold, or puts together an army that overthrows a small Eastern European nation. I began to amass a wealth and the comfort and an ability to continue in this manner. And as times became more modern investments that I have, real estate, crypto. Imagine my surprise to know that there are actually no crypts involved. Crypto. Well, anyway, that brings me really to present times, and I hope that has given you a bit of an understanding of me. And as I did say, various artists have tried to capture my image as best they could, and some of them are displayed here, and I will ask you now, Polione, to show them, please. Show them. Yes. as they say, all the rest is history. Well, I hope, my gentle viewers, you have found that enlightening. And I'm afraid that the time goes by so quickly, and it is again time for me to bid you farewell until next time. And as is my custom, I would like to close by wishing you all a happy All Hallows Eve.